some nights, the darkness doesn't just hide, it hunts. The storm had swallowed Seattle that night. Rain fell like knives, slicing through the empty streets. Thunder cracked across the sky, but beneath the thunder, something else moved. Something older than memory, something that was finally awake. A man was running through the woods, his breath sharp, his steps frantic. He felt the presence behind him, following, watching, closing in. He turned once, nothing. He turned again, and saw eyes. Two glowing eyes in the darkness. The scream he gave was swallowed by the storm. His flashlight hit the ground, flickered once, and then his body was dragged away into the black. That was the night the hunter awoke. By morning, the city whispered of a disappearance. Emily Carter. She had walked home after work, and then she was gone. Her house was found in ruins, her furniture overturned, her walls marked with strange, bloody symbols. Symbols no one could understand, but everyone who saw them felt the same chill, as if the marks were alive. Detective Thomas Marks arrived with the storm still howling over the city. He had seen murders before, but never something like this. Blood smeared like handwriting across the wall. Footprints outside the house, not human, twisted, too long, too deep. Something had walked there, something not meant for this world. That night, the whispers began. A shadow at the edge of the street, a figure on the rooftops, a sound in the walls, scratching, breathing, waiting. The city could not sleep. Then a second murder, the same symbols, the same blood, but this time, someone had captured footage. CCTV, grainy, broken by static. It showed a figure moving, faster than sight, bending, shifting like smoke, vanishing in a blink. The hunters of the city were no longer the police. The hunter was the darkness itself. Old records spoke of a legend, a shadow entity that rose every 50 years. It did not kill for hunger. It killed to remind the living that the dark belongs to it. Marks followed the trail deep into the forest. The trees were heavy with fog, their branches like arms reaching for him. Every step echoed with whispers. Every breath felt stolen. He found a cabin, a place that smelled of rot and death. The walls inside were covered in blood symbols, drawn again and again, as if by countless hands. Artifacts hung from the ceiling, twisted bones tied with rope, and on the floor, Emily's broken phone. Beside it, a diary soaked in blood. The words inside burned into his mind. He is watching me. He is not death. He is the shadow itself. The hunter was not behind him. The hunter was all around him. Eyes opened in the dark. A shape began to rise, and Marks barely escaped with his life. But escape was only the beginning, for the town had become the hunter's hunting ground. Children vanished from their rooms. Windows cracked with claw marks in the night. Shadows lingered even when the lights returned. No one felt safe, because no one was safe. The final hunt came with the storm. Marks and his officers surrounded the forest, their lights piercing through the fog. And then lightning revealed it. A figure taller than any man. A body of shadow with veins of fire and eyes burning red. It moved with impossible speed. One by one, the officers were torn apart, their screams ripped through the trees, swallowed almost instantly by the storm. Marks stood his ground. He lured the hunter into the cave. The ground shook as the stones collapsed, sealing the creature inside. For a moment, silence. For a moment, relief. But the silence carried a truth Marks could not deny. The hunter was not dead. It could not die. It only sleeps. The town began to breathe again. Children played, doors opened, lights returned. But the hunter was patient, and the hunter was eternal. 1 week later, a child stood on a rooftop in the heart of the city. He stared into the night, his eyes wide, his breath still. Across the street, between the lightning strikes, a shadow figure stood. It did not move. It only watched. And then, in a blink, it was gone. The whispers returned. The symbols returned. And the darkness smiled. Remember this. In every city's night, behind every silent corner, beyond every locked door, a hunter waits. And when the storm comes, he will come too. Because the night does not sleep, and the darkness always returns.